time, the tournaments have still been happening every week down here at Wonderfly Arena in Arbutus. So if you're in that area looking for some Smash tournaments on a Wednesday night, this is the place to be. But enough of that. Here we go for game 1, Dark versus Bucko. Oh, we have no game sound. Oh, they didn't plug anything into the thing, did they? We will figure that out after this match here. So unfortunately, we may not have a game sound on stream. Might be headset plugged into the Switch right now. That is my bad, but we'll get that figured out after this. So Dark going for Snake and Bucko going for Steve. So this is going to be a very long range engagement for a lot of this. Bucko probably going to try to keep the distance and farm up those materials. That Iron Sword is out. And Bucko not afraid to get in and use those, casually grabbing the grenade and just chucking it up there too. Trying to use this minecart to stay aggressive as well. This is more aggressive than I'm used to seeing Steve play, honestly. I'm used to seeing a lot more mining, a lot more gathering of materials till that diamond comes online here. But Bucko is just getting in and brawling with the iron tools. Dark, though, is shutting it down pretty handily, holding down this ledge with the mortar, setting up the snake ledge trap games. Look at that recovery path from Bucko there. What blew up and killed Dark? Was it the C4? Did the C4? Oh my, that that's one way to get it, you know? Just keep them distracted. Keep them watching the ledge until that C4 goes off. Bucko took a long time off stage there. That stock does get retaliated just about immediately by an up tilt. So we are back to an even game, and Bucko is back to mining, but this time with a diamond shovel already good to go. So that's going to increase that mining speed there by quite a bit. And also, when Bucko wants to get in and brawl, it's going to be a lot more dangerous. So keep an eye out for that. That's what we're seeing now. Bucko trying to close the gap here a little bit, and Dark trying to stay at arm's length as much as possible just to not have to deal with that. This grenade shutting down the minecart pretty handily. That's one way to deal with a minecart, you know, just drop some explosives on the tracks. Trains and, you know, like rail carts don't like explosives, it turns out. Dark really playing this long range, just pelting the grenades out. Just anything to keep pressure at a distance. I mean, you know, Steve, you're used to seeing Steve camp. It's a character that wants to be pretty far away from most of the game, but that's because, it's not because you're trying to play the game at range. You're just trying to get those resources and mine things. And that stock went ridiculously far in Dark's favor. I did not realize the deficit that was accruing. Bucko hasn't been able to get in now that these diamond tools are crafted, and the chip damage from grenades here and there is adding up to where, you know, that stock just disappeared off of like one up close interaction, and that's pretty much all it took. Bucko trying to lock down Dark's movement here, but not able to pin those rolls down. Gonna go a little low, trying to find a way back, but these mortars are applying a lot of pressure. I love these glide paths from Bucko. Oh, but the wing actually into the last little bit of the Nikita there as it was hitting the ground. Rolling in to avoid the mortar, and Dark 100% ready for it, taking that last stock with the up tilt for game 1. It was looking really even, that first stock. You know, it was actually Bucko moving in and doing a lot of damage before the diamond tools even came online. I don't think the diamond was even built into until the first stock was already gone and Bucko already had a lead, but ultimately, once Dark decided to start playing back and just forcing Bucko to approach, even with the diamond tools, it was just a little difficult for them to figure out exactly how to lock that down. Snake is a character that is can be pretty slippery and plays a pretty solid game off of just, you know, just staying evasive, staying out of the way, leaving explosions everywhere, and forcing the other player to navigate through it all. Here we go, game 2 going to small battlefield here. Platforms might help Bucko out here just a little bit, give him a little more to work with when they are ready to approach, but Dark is already coming out swinging with the forward air. Anvil not going to, it feels like you drop an anvil on somebody off stage, and it feels like it should do more, but at 0, you know, it's not a spike, it just kind of sends them up. But it's still good damage. Bucko, you're trying to utilize the blocks there to just, jump over the mortar. What was that? That was the slowest velocity minecart I've ever seen. Just, it was moving in slow motion, but it still had all the velocity if it was going full speed. That block there may have saved Bucko's life. Got bounced off of it and off of the stage about 14 times, but didn't die, and that's the important thing. I love the ledge trap game you see going on in this match as well. Both players just dropping explosives on that ledge and then keeping their distance. And that's certainly a way to do it. Dark probably working out for them a little bit better than it is for Bucko at the moment, but it's either way. Bucko is still mining, still trying to find the diamond here. Does have the gold. I almost never see a Steve build the gold tools, honestly. It's always been very interesting to me. Of course, right now, Bucko needs to get a solid swing. And was that the C4? Set up perfectly to block the wing there. Dark thinking, has that game plan ready ahead of time, already prepared for it. Bucko does rail out that up smash there. Doesn't build the gold tools, just instead focusing on mining up some more resources there and trying to protect the area around that crafting box. But the constant grenade pressure is preventing Bucko from really using the minecart to get in. And without that burst option, that does leave Steve a little bit in a rough spot when it comes to making approaches. There's a minecart that does work, though. You see that pick spike into the forward smash. Bucko starting to rack up this damage, even returning some of them grenades to sender there. And Dark is retreating and using those platforms for the movement to try to reestablish space, which is working pretty well. And you see Dark gets a little more aggressive as well once they have their prey up in the air there. Starts looking for those up tilts, setting up those mortars underneath, trying to find the stock. That is an angle that Snake is very, very talented at punishing. That C4 is on that platform, so Bucko really can't challenge for this ledge trap there without being in mortal peril. But mortal peril coming for Bucko instead in the form of a guided missile. Dark once again locking down this ledge with the explosions, but does not find the up tilt this time. I think Bucko's tools are actually broken at this point. Building the iron sword again. That's weird. It had the gold in pocket, but it made the iron get built. Is that like a player choice, or is that like, does that priority not work the way I think it does? Either way, Bucko in a rough spot. Again, excellent last second adjustment to the missile trajectory there from Dark to take that set 2-0. And ultimately, yeah, that matchup is looking kind of rough for Steve. Your approach game as that character is not the best, and without